Hey guys, how are we all doing? How are we all hanging in there? My name is Leaf, and as always, it is such a pleasure to have you all here once again today. If you're new, welcome. I really do appreciate having all the new people come aboard, and it's always so awesome to see you guys find this channel. So always a warm welcome to you all. Now, we're going to get right into some Planet Zoo news. Now, we are just going to dive right into the forums. I should have had this loaded in the meantime, but you know what? I don't really care because I can stall all I want. So we have some awesome new additions coming to us soon. Now, relatively, it's been a bit of a quiet week. It really hasn't been too busy, but there has been a astounding new development. Now, originally, I was going to sit down, I was going to make a video like, why has Frontier been so quiet? Why have our community managers been so quiet? Blah, 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 blah. And then Ungrateful Leaf left. The second that Mr. Tim Smith, the new lead community manager, posted on a little thread that Leaf posted in the Frontier forums. Now, originally this idea was, let's get a search bar for the animal trading market. Now that we're getting so many new animals, Frontier is officially past like 114 or something like that. We have too many animals to take count for. And, we're getting old. We can't really scroll too much anymore. That's why we need a search bar for the trade system UI. Now, I should have said, first and foremost, is kind of long overdue. This is something that should have been in the game in the first place, but you know what? Still, that is still a reason to celebrate. We are still getting improvements to the game long after, developers don't really have to make improvements. Planet Zoo is pretty much coming to the end of its life cycle, unfortunately. For support, at least, I'm still going to play this game way into the future, but, let's not worry about that. Let's get right into this main stuff. So, Tim responded to this thread, and he said, "Hello everyone, been keeping this thread open in an eternal tab the last week, but I am happy to share that we're working on adding a search function to the Animal Trading Center." Smiley face. Now, I'm a little worried about this. Now, I am just a smidge worried about this, but I feel like Tim has communicated to the developers what we really want from this. This thread has surmounted a large amount of support from many different players of all walks of life, whether they use mods or not, but that's something I want to get into right now, actually. So now that we have officially passed, I don't know, it's probably 120 animals by the time that this video comes out. We are cranking out animals faster than anyone can say so. I feel like Frontier is acknowledging how important and integral the modding community is to Planet Zoo, and they want to at least help meet us in the middle. This is a bit of a wild theory, but hear me out. I understand that Frontier does not want to officially endorse modding. That is something that is incredibly, it's justified on their part. They're a large company with very successful IPs. They want to support that. They don't want, people reverse engineering their own system and people using those tools to do other stupid stuff with them. But nevertheless, it's really awesome to see Frontier take this move because they know how many animals are out there. I guarantee you Frontier keeps tabs on the modding community just because we are becoming such an integral part of the game. We are becoming our own sub-community within Planet Zoo terms. And it's really awesome to see. It's really awesome to see us develop like that, And them adding the search bar function is going to be something that is very, very integral for us. Because even right now, I'm still having trouble testing mods, and I need to struggle scrolling up and down trying to find southern white rhinoceros, and I just can't find it for 5 seconds. And 5 seconds, Leaf, you're overreacting. That is nothing of your life. You are pathetic, lowly worm. Why do you exist? Sure, I know a few people or viewers saying that, but here's what I say. I want those 5 seconds. I want to at least be able to type southern, and it'll give me all the southern stuff. I don't care if we get southern hornbill, southern... I don't care. But this search function just goes to show that modders, they are in Frontier's eye, and at least Frontier is acknowledging what they can do to not only help us, but for the whole community as well. And this is a concern that has been happening within the modding community recently. And it is something that I'm very proud to see Frontier finally take a stand on. Now, this is going to be very interesting to see how Frontier handles this search function. Notice how he didn't say bar, he said function. Now, I'm a little worried about this, guys. It may not be all that we want. It could just be by biome, which, you know, still kind of helps. Could be by climate, could be by continent. Who knows? But nevertheless, at least we're getting some headway with UI improvements. And that's something that I feel like we need to certainly get on Frontier's back about, because when you're in a community like this and when you have responsive community managers, it's important to take a stand for what you think will benefit your game. That is entirely the point of a community manager. They're there to help you, they're there to assist you and help you and guide you, but you're also, the community has a role as well. There would be no community manager without community, alright? The role simply wouldn't exist, so we kind of owe it to them to voice their opinion. So, I don't know. If you guys see anything about the UI that you don't like, voice it in the comments. Voice it on the forums. Hey, listen, we can sort of like develop a list of something to take to Frontier. Here's like where we can take a stand and kind of make some useful improvements to our games. Because, you know, at the end of the day, we're going to have to deal with Planet Zoo in its final form, however Frontier decides to end it. And if we don't get to Frontier and tell them, hey, listen, guys, we need to make these useful changes. Like, for example, the search bar. They won't do it. So I guess this is kind of turned into like a whole spiel. I don't really know what this video is going to be called, but I really hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys take part in this, because, hey, it's really awesome to see Frontier finally at least give us some more knowledge, give us some more, like, details into what they're doing behind the scenes. I know they're probably dealing with a lot of, like, you know, stuff behind the scenes with a certain AFRICA pack, but hey, we can get back to that in just a bit. But for the time being, at least we're getting some headway with search bars, and we're seeing a lot of people start to voice their opinions on what can help Frontier out in developing the best version of Planet Zoo, and that's exactly what I want. So, you know what? Leaf's done. Leaf wants to hear what you have to think. So, if you're still watching this, God bless you. Believe me, I can't even listen to myself for this long. I probably won't even edit the video for this long. I just can't stand myself. Alright, I'll shut up. But I want to know what you guys have to think. And I want to know what you guys think about the UI. I want to know what you guys think will make Planet Zoo last a lifetime. I know Zoo Tycoon 2 wasn't perfect, but it still had all these systems in place to make sure it was a game that would be loved for years and years to come. And I don't want to see Planet Zoo get to a point where it just gets abandoned pretty soon. I want to see Planet Zoo develop this never-ending life cycle, yeah, just like Zoo Tycoon 2 had. So let me know in the comments what you think Planet Zoo can do to improve. I really do want to engage in this dialogue with you guys. I really want to build something that we could all take to Frontier and say, hey, listen, we want Planet Zoo to last a lifetime. Here's what you guys can do. And here are some ideas on like where you guys can meet us, because I feel like that's really important. But hey, Leaf's been rambling for a little while. Leaf is a little bit tired, so Leaf is gonna leave. Or leave. I don't know. Alright. Nevertheless, we're getting a search bar, guys. I just wanted to report on that. And, you know, a lot of other things that, you know, this means. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's a bit of a kind of long video for one new segment, but hey, you guys love me. Am I right? Alright. So, have a great one, guys. And enjoy the rest of your days. I hope you guys are excited as I am. So, take care. Have a great one. And bye-bye.